barbed wire pinstriping. More to come on that barbed wire later, actually, when we do the full reveal. Let's go inside and take a look at 1318. Stick with us the full show. I got a few things to show you. Let's go. Pulled up here in Coburg. Everyone's getting ready for Christmas, but the most important thing we're doing today is preparing 1318 for delivery. 1318 is got about 2 to 3 weeks left in production, and as you can see, the flooring is done. They've got it protected and covered. There's only a couple things I'm going to show you today. We're going to concentrate on a few things. When you're doing a custom, I was just going over this spec book. There's just so much that goes on in a spec unit, but this is a custom coach, and there's so many things that the owners have picked out. I won't share it all with you because it's for a couple of customers. Let's head this way. From this angle over here, Armand, if you want to come over here with me and take a look over here, you can see there's just a few things that have to be put into place. And all of this is going to happen this week. The slide out, which we are kind of standing in the slide out right now, that's going to be put in tomorrow. Once the slide out is in, then we've got all kinds of things, you know, the drawers, the doors, cabinetry, all of that's going to be finished up. But everything is in place. Now we have to put the doors over and everything like that. But take a look at this. I was talking with Rob Thompson in our service department. Rob Thompson came in Saturday and he did this work. Now he prepped it, he got it all prepared, because all of it is, he's very meticulous about that. Rob, also known as Rob Angelo from our service department, he's one of the best for this expertise of the tile work. And this backsplash is just going to be beautiful in here. I watched him do it. It took about a week. He put it in on Saturday. Over here, there's a lot going on over here, and I told you this is going to be kind of a surprise. A lot of times in this Jackson Hole floor plan, we've seen a sofa, we've seen storage. Wait till you see what the owners requested to be over here, and Mark Williams, our engineer on this project, put over here for the owners. It's going to be really exciting. I also like the wall covering. I think we've looked at that before. All of this is going to come together. The doors are going to be installed this week, so a lot's going to happen this week. I wanted to show you this morning what's happening on 1318 so that we could come back in a week, maybe 2 at most, and say, hey, look at how much happens in the last 2 weeks of production. Thanks, guys. Back here with Marcy. What's going on?
I am fitting and striping the medicine cabinet shelves.
Okay, so, and that's one thing I just mentioned, that a lot of the shelves and a lot of the cabinetry doors are going to be installed within the next week and a half. So,
oh yeah, these should be done today.
That's fantastic. Tell me, Marcy, what happens when you scribe this? What are you looking to do?
What I do is if like this one, for example, sticks out a little too far.
Sure.
So I will take some off of the back.
Gotcha.
And then I will fit it, and I will add some on the sides because it's too wiggly.
Right.
And then I add spaces here, so when it fits, it goes in, it's got a tight.
It's got to be perfect.
Tight fit.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And that's the fit and finish of a marathon is up to a really high standard, so I know sometimes that can be time consuming.
It does sometimes, but I try my best to make it tight.
That's awesome. I know the owners are going to appreciate that. One thing you and I were talking about before we went live was this tile work that Rob did. This is more stuff that Rob Thompson did from our service department. One thing you might not be able to see on the video, you guys, that Marcy pointed out to me is how some of it is recessed and some of it is it's just at different levels, and it gives it a really cool feature.
I like it.
Yes, it's very pretty. But that's a lot of work. So Rob Angelo, good job out there in our service department. One more thing, let's take a look at this wiring, Armand. I know we've seen it many times over the last 2 years on Marathon Mondays, but it never gets old to see the beautiful wiring A lot of people say aircraft quality. I've told you before, I call it marathon quality. Above standard. Absolutely beautiful. For those of you who are looking to get into a luxury RV that's going to last, that's going to hold up, that's going to, quite frankly, match the Prevost chassis. Marcy, thank you. The Marathon fit and finish, the Marathon quality, it's what's really going to be proper for the owners and for the owners down the line, because the Prevost chassis designed to go for decades, the house should too. So when you look at the wiring, like right there, everything should have its proper place. I mean, there is a reason that we call it marathon quality. Let's go up here. Refrigerator's going to be right here, and as you can see, it's already installed. They just have to do the doors. And then from this angle, you can see the protective coverings over the floor. Wait till you see the floor on this coach. The flooring department here at Marathon spent a lot of time and care to make sure it's up to the standard and as beautiful as the owners would appreciate it to be and expect it to be. And then from up here, you can kind of take a look. The cockpit, for the most part, is completed. But what's going to happen over the next week is you're going to see all of the protectiveness come out, and they're going to finish the tile work. It's one of the last things that's going to happen. So I think I counted about 12 people working in the coach this morning, off and on. There's a lot of things that are going to happen this week and next week on this coach. And even though it's coming up on the holidays, we're still pushing right forward with production. And as you can see out here, there's a lot going on. I just saw Mark Williams coming down the stairs. He is the lead engineer on this project. Works. He's been with Marathon for many years. And if you come over here, you can see that thing that I'm holding as kind of a surprise for you back there in the bedroom that overlooks on the the passenger side. That's what they're working on over there. And that's lead engineer Mark Williams right there, working on kind of his design for the owners. Anyway, that's it. Mickey, are there any questions or comments that we should address this morning?
Yes. So, Wilco would like to know, can you show us the difference in space between a double and quad slide coach? What is the extra space you get from a quad slide, if any?
Okay, so the question from Wilco, and I appreciate you watching, the difference between a double slide and a quad slide. It's very difficult for me to show you right here, but I'm gonna kind of give you the look of it from right here. The camera, or Armand, is standing in the slide out of, there you go, of the slide out. So this is a quad slide. And you look over here, there's the drop floor. It's all the way down right now because they're covering it. But if there wasn't a slide over here, you wouldn't have this room over here. You wouldn't have this area over here. So this is how much extra room you're achieving when you go with a quad. It's kind of difficult and watered down from this scenario, but one of the best ways to take a look at that is, quite frankly, take a look at a Marathon, whether it be at Florida, Texas, or here at the mothership in Oregon. Walk into a quad, walk into a double slide. You'll see the major difference. Anything else going on out there?
Somebody would like to know when it's going to be done.
I'm going to tell you right now, this coach is going to be done by the first week of January. It goes into audit prior to that. And as you can see, they've already started to inspect the paint to make sure that the paint is up to our standard. So audit will probably start in the next, after about 2 weeks. So this coach will be completed early January.
We have another one. Can you put 2 sleeper sofas in a quad slide salon?
Absolutely. The question was, can you put 2 sleeper sofas in a quad slide salon? You could, depending on the floor plan that you pick, absolutely. You could do a sleeper sofa there, and one here. Now, I want to get into the terminology because the comment was sleeper sofa. Here's what you can do: one jackknife and one sleeper sofa. The reason is, when the two sleeper sofas come out, there wouldn't be enough room. One could be a jackknife and one could be a sleeper sofa. So you could have two sleeping scenarios in your salon. It's just that if you did two sleepers, you wouldn't have enough room to walk between the two unless you shortened those mattresses up, and I don't think you want to do that. Anything else going out there today?
Lots of happy holidays and greetings from across the U.S. and North America as a
Thank you
whole.
so much, everybody, for watching. Don't forget to be yourself and do good things. It's exciting times here at Marathon. If you're looking to get into a coach, reach out to me, malw@marathoncoach.com. As you see, we're very busy here on 1318. We'll be checking in again because there's a lot of exciting, revealing things that are going to be going on in this coach, and I'm excited for the new owners. All right, everybody, have a good week, and reach out to me, and let's get you into a marathon.